Welcome to Women Investing in Women, a conversation Robin and I love having week after week with amazing women around the world so that we feature their journey and how they are making an impact in lives of others and who have made an impact in their life as women build empowering lives and create impact in the world. It is so important to us that we lift up women, we celebrate women, we showcase women, and we connect women so that as women become stronger and empowered and are able to make a difference in this world beyond their families, they have this network and these connections to reach and thrive alongside. Today, our guest is going to be Aileen Kelly, and you're going to love talking to her, not only based on what she does, but where she does it. I met Aileen when I used to vacation in Aruba, and I was interested in potentially investing in Aruba as a retirement property, and my husband and I did a tour, and she and I have stayed in touch since then, and we can say that we have built a friendship. And I cannot wait for you to meet Aileen, listen to her, and learn from her the value of investing in real estate in a place where you get your place of peace, you get your place of relaxation and fun, and how you can build a better life for you in partnership with another woman. So Aileen, welcome.
Thank
we
you.
are so glad to have you.
It is an honor for me to be part of this podcast. Thank you so much for approaching me. For me, one of the things that I love the most is this, helping and investing in another woman, because, yeah, I think this is the future.
Absolutely. Aileen, can you help our audience understand how you got started in real estate and how you are building a business with another woman? So you're already two women investing in each other and investing in yourselves collaboratively. How did this come about? And
okay, so Yes. Okay. So I have more than a decade actually working in real estate. I used to work with a developer where I have learned so much about developing, about land, about construction, and it became a passion of mine. I love it. And it's not only the process, but also being part of a home for another person was like really, really fulfilling. And every time I did it, I love it more and more and more. Because I'm a very social person, for me it was easy because I love to help, and being part of this dream of others was a big deal for me, and I enjoy everything about it. And from the beginning till the end, being in the process also was something that I love it. I love every process of it. And in the end, when the client receives their property and they're so happy about it, for me it's a bliss. So it started like that. I worked like 10 years in the company where I'm very grateful because that was my first learning and investing and everything. And then after 10 years, I wanted to start something on my own. And then I met Jennifer, which we started with Bold Properties, which is our baby, Bold Properties Aruba. And now we just affiliated with Christie's International, which is a big step for us because we are going more international in less than a year and a half. So the growing have been very fast. And for us, it's been very, very great.
Yeah, that's so exciting to hear about. And what an amazing place to be. And
Yes.
what strikes me is when you first talked about that, when you first started out like in construction, moved into real estate, I kind of think of that as kind of a male type of industry, although I definitely know a lot of female real estate agents, but that whole industry has tended to be male. So what gave you the courage to and confidence to jump into this industry that might have been more male dominated and just jump in there with both feet as a female?
You know, I in the years that I have been learning about it, it's true. It's a lot of men have been in this business for so long. But at Gold Coast, where I used to work, one of the developers was a woman too. So she was so strong, and she gave me the knowledge. Like, you don't have to be a man to make it happen. You just have to know what you're doing and learn about all the process. So as much as I learned about the construction, I knew how it must be built, and I knew the details. I was critical, and that helped me a lot also with the men's, because they know that I know what I was doing and that I understand the construction. And also, after years, one of my best friends started developing in Aruba and starting doing the same thing that men's were doing. And for me, seeing that also pushed me, like, you know what? If she can do it, and I see a lot of women doing more things nowadays, it gave me the strength to start doing it for myself too.
That is so beautiful to hear. You're a young lady, right?
Yes. Yes,
You're
I'm a young still.
you're a young lady, you're in a beautiful island. And people might think that you're in a Caribbean island, you might be isolated, but you are painting a picture of how women are helping each other, lifting each other up, celebrating each other, and inspiring each other to step into places normally women have not traditionally on the island. So
Yes.
talk to us about the benefit of Aruba, because Aruba doesn't get the hurricanes. It sits below the hurricane zone. There are so many things that are unique about Aruba,
Yes.
including being a part of the Caribbean. It has all the benefits and rarely any of the drawbacks. Talk to us about what makes Aruba special and how you are able to therefore do something unique in Aruba.
Well, I have to say, Aruba is one of the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean. And I have lived here my whole life. So I can tell you that for me, there's no other place like Aruba. Aruba has a lot of benefits. One of them is that we are under the Netherlands, the Dutch kingdom. So we're very stable because of that. It's a very quiet and safe island. So you can come here and feel safe. For me, one of the most beautiful things that Aruba has is, because I'm a mother too, I can feel very safe wherever I go with my son. I can go and he can play and he can be around, and it's safe. You don't have any big crimes in Aruba, things like that. And also the economy is very stable. So if you want to invest in Aruba, has been shown for years that it's very stable. Actually, right now is where, for the last 2 years, I have been seeing that the prices have been going a lot up. So the ones that have bought like 5 years ago are really, really benefiting now of the market. Also, we are a very small island, which which doesn't give us a lot of space for to grow a lot in houses. So we have a big demand, but we don't have a lot of space. So that also gives you as an investor or whoever wants to buy a property in Aruba also the chance that you're going to be really unique, because we're not going to be a lot of properties more for sale in the future. So that also makes it very interesting that the prices will maintain high because of that, because we don't have a lot to sell. Also, yeah, Aruba doesn't have the weather is always most likely the same. It rains a little bit here and there, but we don't have any hurricanes, anything like that. And one of the best thing that Aruba has is it's his people. We are very friendly, very easy to talk to. We speak most of the locals speak more than 4 languages, so it's very easy to communicate also with us. So Aruba is definitely one of the best islands that you can visit, and definitely you will not regret.
Oh,
And
that's
when you
beautiful.
live in Aruba, you get the European passport, right? If you live
Yes,
there for
that's
five
correct.
years, you get access to EU. So that
Yes.
is a little known secret.
Yes, that's correct. And yeah, we can go live in Holland if you want to.
Beautiful. I'm really fascinated with your decision to go into business, or to bring into business with you another woman. And how is it that you're able to collaborate and be partners as opposed to competing? because there's this stereotype that women are very competitive and it's a scarcity mindset. So how is it that you are able to work out this relationship with having a woman business partner?
Yes. Well, before I forget, competitive is not bad. If the intention after it is good, it's not bad, because being competitive is what actually gets you higher, because you always want to do better and better. So being competitive is not a bad thing if you have the right mindset. Um, well, when I met Jennifer for a long time already. She was a good friend of my sister. So I met her for a long time, and she's always so strong and very, very professional, very knowledgeable. So for me, it was an honor for me to start a business with her. We talk. It started from something, just a talking, an idea, and from there it grew into this. And well, I always have this in the back of my mind, that I always wanted to help, like, standing alone moms, because I know how hard it is. I'm not a standing alone mom, but not being that and seeing how hard it is to you know to grow a kid in this world where everything is so expensive. For me, it was always in the back of my mind to help other women to achieve their dreams, which for so long dreams like this were like impossible to think about, because the mindset that everyone was growing is like, you have to study and then go look for a job, and then from that job buy a house, make a mortgage, and then pay and stay on the job for so long. But nowadays we have this, what is all the social media, and we have the mindset that you don't have to be this to achieve that. So you can start from scratch, and I have seen many people achieving so many things from scratch. Right now, when we started with Bold Properties, we never thought that it will be only women, but actually that's what we are attracting. And right now we are 12 women. We have also given chances to young entrepreneurs to work with us. We have a young girl who does our marketing. Our assistant is also so young, and we have so many. All the agents, we are all women, a woman business. And I'm very proud, not only because we're a woman business, but I'm very proud of what we are creating in the company, the sphere that we have in the company, the love that we have for each other, how we treat each other, how we are happy for each other to grow, and how we push each other to get there. So right now we don't have any scale, so everybody is in the same. It's in the same level, and we just are here to help each other grow. And that's what I love so much, and I'm so proud of that part in this company.
It is so heartwarming to hear you say that, Aileen. I have
Yes.
known you for a few years now, so I am not surprised. You were always that happy, vivacious, full of positive energy. That is how I remember when I
Yes.
first met you.
Yes.
And as you are building this, and as you are supporting each other, and as everybody is growing together, how can other women reach out and work with you? What is the best way for them to get in touch and get the Aruba experience and get introduced to Aruba real estate?
Well, you know what? We are growing. Right now, we are looking into possibilities of opening also in other islands. So definitely, it's going to be a company that is going to go forward. So I'm very excited about that. They can always contact me through social media, to LinkedIn, and also through our website, which we can link that in this video. And then, yes, I'm always open, not only for work, but if you need any guidance, or you have any questions of how I did it and how I got here and how to do things maybe on the way that I did it, I'm always open. So you can always contact me for anything that you need, any questions, or even to support you.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm always interested in knowing about the challenges that our guests have had. So I'm wondering, what are some of the challenges, both internal and external, that you have had to face, and you and Jennifer have had to face in starting and growing and moving forward your business?
Well, definitely, the struggle. I think if I had to say the struggle about the company itself is just when you grow, a lot of things happen, right? And the background of it, you don't really see it. You see only the beautiful, but the background of it, which is the work, the nightless sleep, the things that we have to make happen. So all those things, when you get so busy, yes, it is a struggle, but we definitely are really resilient and we make it happen. And I'm very proud because we are two women that are working so hard. We're a mom too. So we try to work in the morning and then have time with our kids in the afternoon, because one of the main reasons why we did this step is to have this opportunity to be with our kids, that we can take them to tennis, or that we can have some time with them. So this was one of our biggest inspiration to do it too. So it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but we did it. We are so far, and yeah, personally, I can say that sometimes you get overwhelmed with so many things. It's the truth. So you get overwhelmed. You say, "Oh my God, I have so many things to do," and maybe you're not going to be finishing by the time. But with this time, I am trying to balance myself and writing down the steps and the most important things that I have to do through the days, and the ones that are not so important, I put them aside and say, okay, you know what? Let me finish with this, with my list, and then I move forward with this, because maybe the other one is not something that I have to finish right away. So yeah, I try to balance it a lot. And when I started the company, we are brokers. So when we are brokers, you have to take care of everyone that's working with you. You have to take care of financing. You have to take care of marketing. There's so many things. But in the meantime, we're also agent, because we have our clients, and I don't want them to let them go, because I work so hard and they know me, they trust me. So I have to balance myself in those things too, and try to make it happen at them with the same consistency and with the same level of professionalism and time that I always do. So it's a balance, but I make it happen, and I'm very proud of that too.
That is so wonderful to hear. And I can see the challenges you're talking about.
Yes.
But what is heartwarming is, as a women-run business with fully staffed by women, you're being very intentional and mindful about keeping life flexible, because you're doing this to have a good family life. You haven't lost sight of the purpose of why you're doing this, right? So you have that perspective front and center. So when you step in to help your clients, you're coming from that same place.
Yes.
That is what seems so beautiful to me as I am hearing you speak.
Thank you. Yes, and definitely my intentions are really good, and you can see it also into when I inspire other women. Even some of the agents that came to work to me, they say, you inspire me. You have inspired me to do this, or you have inspired me to go for it. And I'm like, I feel so like, oh my God, yes, I did that. So for me, that's a big deal, because I never thought that I could be so inspiring to others. But then when I see it happening, it really, bring a very butterflies in my belly, and
Oh, that's really beautiful. And that's really part of the process, is you passing on the things that you have learned and sharing with them. Is that do you have any role models or mentors from your past that inspired you and gave you the internal fortitude to want to do something like this?
Yes, she passed away last year, but she was a director of Aruba Bank. I met her so long ago, and she inspired me a lot. The way that she talked, the way that she was amazing. Her name was Marceline Richardson, and I remember her. The way that everything that she did really inspired me. It became a fire in me, and with the years, I was like more intrigued, and talking with other women. My friends are really supportive of me too, my family. And I have friends for 30 years, and all of them, most of them are women. So I can tell you that they have, pushed me also and inspired me and say, you know what, Aileen, you can do it, you can do it. But until I put that fire on completely, that I believe, like, you know what, it's not impossible, that everything that I dream and everything that I put myself into, I can make it happen. Until that day, it became a reality. And now I'm living in it, and that's amazing.
Such brilliant example you're setting, Aileen. As I am looking at you and Jennifer, and the very fact that before we started the recording, you said, Jennifer and I are partners. It feels bad for me to sit down and talk without Jennifer, right?
Yes.
The camaraderie and the connection and the bond you have. It's very rare to see, even with business partners as women. So
Yes.
what I want you to help us and the audience understand is, how did you build that closeness? You're almost like twins, right? You're sisters. You are doing business in sisterhood.
Yes.
And it is more than just a business. It is everything of who both of you are. How do
Yeah.
you get there from a business?
Well, we rely into each other with trust, and I think we have the same vision, and we know where we're heading. So knowing what we want, what we are going to achieve, I think that makes us strong. And also the trust that we have to each other. It's our baby. It's like we set ourselves everything that we have into this baby, and we just want to make it work, not only for us but also for everyone that's in it. And yeah, we have big dreams, more than our business. We want to create communities through our business. Eventually that's what we want to get there. So yes, we have a great bond. I'm very, very, very happy and grateful to have Jennifer as my partner. She has been amazing, and we have a good connection. It's like yin and yang. She is the one that is relaxed and more like, she thinks things like three times through, and I'm the one that is a go getter, like I want it now. And she is the one that makes me balance. So it's a balance, because if I was the only one in this business, everything will have to happen tomorrow. Like, she makes me think a little bit more longer, and like, okay, let's do this, like, more in structure.
Yeah,
So
that's beautiful.
we,
It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing how every conversation that we have, we look at the clock, it's like, oh my gosh, it's flying by, flying by. And your enthusiasm and your just genuine love of what you do and who you do it with is just so clear on this podcast. It's really exciting. And if there's one little golden nugget, one or two golden nuggets that you could share with the women who will be listening to this podcast later, what are a couple of golden nuggets that you've learned from life and from running your business, starting and running your business, that you want to share?
I think one of the most important thing is that if you have a dream and you want to go after it, the first thing that you have to do is believe in yourself. Like, really believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. As soon as you believe you can do it, nothing can stop you. If you have that fire in you, nothing will stop you, because whatever you want from a business that is there for 20 years and you want to create it for yourself now, if you believe in yourself and you have this in you, it will happen. So go after whatever you want. Go after your dreams. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let the negative stop you. Don't hear anyone. Just do what you want to do and go after it with every strength that you have.
That is such beautiful and yet powerful. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Aileen.
Thank you.
This has been a delightful conversation. Your joy and your energy is just jumping out of the screen, right? I have not
You can
seen
feel it.
this much. So you need to be in places where women can truly feel that energy and get drawn in. So stay happy, stay in that
Thank
happy,
you.
spread that goodwill and that positive energy. And we cannot wait to have Jennifer for another conversation so that we get the yin and the yang both covered.
You will definitely see the difference. But yes, please have her also, because she will give you the other side. And yes, thank you so much. For me, it has been a pleasure to be here with you guys. I hope I have bring something to the table. And yeah, as I said before, you can always contact me. Feel free. I'm very open and very enthusiastic to help each other. So
Beautiful. As we bring this to a close, we are grateful for this conversation with Aileen. And we want to leave you with a nugget of wisdom jumping off of what Aileen had to say. Believe in yourself. Don't let anything get in your way, and bring your heart, mind, and spirit into it, and do it with joy. Do it with confidence.
yes.
And surround yourself with women who are going to lift you up, who are going to inspire you and keep you on your path towards your success.